Hello everyone, welcome back to our Manifest podcast. I am Anna, your abundance and manifestation coach, and I specialize in helping women heal so that they can live happier and joyful lives every day. In this particular podcast, I found a very dynamic and informative session by Dr. Chang, and I thought that it would be really nice to share it with our soul sisters on today. I pray that you are blessed as you take a listen.
We know that when we're in our fight or flight, that basically means our nervous system is constantly firing and it's in survival mode. It's pumping adrenaline. It's stressed. And when we're stressed, our body can't recover. Our body's on high alert. Our body breaks down. Our body tightens up. Our heartbeat is not in rhythm with the body, right? So that's fight or flight. And parasympathetic or rest and digestion is when we're relaxed, is when we're calm, it's when we are creative. There's no time to be creative when our body's freaking out, when our body is ready to fight or ready to run. So I want to talk about this really quick because it just occurred to me right now. So I've been up now for I don't know how many hours. Last night I slept about an hour and a half. How many of you guys have done that before? Right? Everybody probably raise your hand. Give a heart if you slept an hour and a half before, right? This is something that, now I know we don't do it all the time, but it happens. It all happens. And sometimes when we look at fight or flight, we think of it as like being really, really afraid or super stressed, but can also just be staying up. How often do we push ourselves and stay up for whatever reason, whatever it is? And our body doesn't want to stay up. My body doesn't want to stay up right now. The only reason I'm still functioning is because I've been drinking a whole bunch of tonics throughout the day, and I actually got like a 30-minute power nap. But I can feel it in my body. And while this is very fresh for me right now, I want to share this with you because I'm feeling it right now. And so what's happening in my body right now is my body is not in this relaxing digestive state. It's basically operating borderline that fight or flight because I can feel it, all right? And what's happening is anytime when we're doing that, we are conditioning our body to be okay with it. We're conditioning our body to remember how to do that. And every time when we do it, we become more familiar with how that feels. We become more familiar with our body entering into that state. And if you do it just once in a while, maybe you do it once every 6 months or once a year, it's no big deal. Every week, every couple weeks, or even more often, your body starts to remember that as that is the way I should feel, that's the way that my body should be. And our body starts to remember that as a default state. And people in the world right now, so many of us are walking around feeling that way as a normal state. And not even pushing ourselves, not even just getting these little windows of sleep. Even when we get a full night of rest, our body is still in that state. That's why when you have slept before and you wake up and you feel still tired and you look and you're like, I slept for 7 hours, why do I feel so tired? It's because our body is so used to being stressed. And every time that we have pushed our body when our body wanted to rest, think back, right? Every time when you put down the extra coffees, every time when we took whatever stimulants and drove ourselves when our body didn't want to do it, but we wanted to accomplish something. We wanted to get something done and we did it. We were conditioning our body to get more used to it. And so now when we are thinking, why do I get agitated so easily? Why is this thing getting me upset? Why do I feel frustrated? I just want to brush it off. I know logically that's not a big deal, but why do I feel this way? And the reason that's happening is because we're getting our body so used to agitation as a normal state. We're so getting used to stress being as a normal state that now it's things around us is constantly triggering that emotion. When in reality, it's not even that event or that person's fault. We just conditioned our body to constantly feel that way. So then when we're feeling that way and we don't recognize this that we're having a conversation about, we may think, it's this person or this situation. And we're pointing fingers, when in reality, we need to look at our own habits. We need to look at our own behaviors. What am I doing to my body on a daily basis? And how long have I been doing it for? And we recognize, I just haven't been taking care of myself. I've been pushing my body and I haven't taken care of myself. And now my body is just not feeling well. And so therefore, if it's not feeling well, it's not just physical pains, it's emotions.